Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I've done several videos like this, but nothing that kind of shows off this white line um, as part of it. So we're just going to draw it, and this is a lot of information. But if you start with a six-sided star, even though these are five-sided, we're going to start with a six-sided. We're going to go ahead and turn on our indexing line, and you can see Corel thinks, and it is the center of that star. But and I've done plenty of videos in this. If we make it a five-sided now, Corel thinks the center's right there. We're going to go ahead and make this thing a fatter star. I'm going to go up to Object, convert it to a curve, and then I can get my shape tool and select all these. Go up to Windows, Dockers, and Corners, and we're going to go 2 inches. And I have to back up, select it again, and now go 2 inches. Says it's too sharp. Maybe it's not as big as the other one before. Let's go 1 inch. That'll work. Now, see, it still thinks it's the center, but the center is right there. Let's do the exact same thing with a little bit smaller star. Hit P, make it a five-sided, make it a fatter star. And then go up to Object. You have to convert it to a curve to make the shape tool work. We're just going to do this 0.5 inches. That's pretty good. Now what we want to do is rotate this guy where it's kind of like that. And you could play with that, make it more or less. Now here you can do anything you want to do. I would take the 3-point curve line and try to get on a node to about the middle. This side that's not very good. This side does not matter. Now I'm going to grab the shape tool. I'm actually going to go past, and then I'm going to go here. And a lot of times when we rotate, that's what the problem is. Let me back. I had a problem with the first one. I just kind of figured out maybe why it is. Let's rotate this 35.5 degrees. Okay, maybe this will work better this time because I had trouble when I rotated the line around to make it match. Now, the only line I really care about is this line right here. I don't want it overlapping. I want it actually touching somewhere, but it doesn't really matter where. So I'm just going to go quite a bit out, maybe go up a little bit more, quite a bit out. And I'm trying to get the line on that line. And we can test it and see if it is by deleting part of the line. I don't have enough curve on it. Let's back up here. And I want a pretty good curve on it. But I want it, well, that's not really making any difference. I don't think I'm there yet, and I'm not. You could actually just take your shape tool and just move it over that line. Now, the way to test it is take your virtual segment delete key. If it only deletes that part, then the other part's good. I'm not 100% happy with that, but we're going to make a duplicate of that line. You need to make a duplicate. Now we're going to Control D to make a duplicate of that, Alternate C, and rotate it 72 degrees. And this is because I rotated the other one. Well, it's still a little bit off. So I'm going to go here, put it there. It's not going to mess up the graphic, but I could leak a little bit. So I'm going to grab in a rectangle and I'm going to fill that in and we're good to go. So I'm going to get rid of all that. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to just bring it down. So I'm nudging the whole time. I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to fill it in this time with orange. I really like this burnt orange on some of the videos. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the outline and move that back to where it was. Now I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and I'm going to grab it, see if I can't do a better job this time. I'm actually going to just go a normal black in this edge. Maybe that's too much. That looks pretty good. Now, because of this interactive fill tool, a lot of times it will not rotate. It did. It put it in the center, 72 degrees. Control, and see the kind of edge look like it's going around. Now we might be, I was thinking that looks like it's off. Let me back up here. But, you know, that's just because I hit that line. Remember, so let's fix that. And there's a way to fix that. Let me just back up here. Pardon me. A lot of people like my videos because I do not start over. And they think it's, you know, because everybody makes mistakes. So what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can't match this line up. So what we're going to do now is get rid of this line, take our new line, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it to 0 and see if it doesn't match up. Because we altered it. Yes, I had the rectangle tool. Now it altered it, but it's a little bit long, so I can just trim that off. Should be in the same spot. So now let's start again. Let's go ahead and use that orange. Yep, we're good to go. I want to nudge it up. That's why I don't ever delete anything. I nudge this out of the way, nudge this back. And then I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and go from there to there in black. And what I think is the white line that we're going to put in there in just a second, which we could add right now, but I think it'll add to it if we leave it alone for right now. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 72 degrees. There we go. That's a lot better. Now, let's take this line, nudge it over, turn it into like 2 points, go up to Object Order Front of Page, and make it, well, you know what? That's the copy of the old line. I didn't make a copy of the new line that we altered, so we're just going to alter this a little bit. Just for the video, I forgot to make a new line, but that's good enough. Then we're going to make it white and make it really stand out. See how that makes it just stand out? Now I'm going to Control D to make a duplicate, alternate C, and I'm going to rotate it 72 degrees. And look what it makes it do. To me, it just makes that fold. I mean, if this is a fold, like this is going underneath the other one, let me take away the indexing line and bring in a, that looks pretty cool. And you could make the, should have made the line go all the way around. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.